Kia ora, New Zealand, and welcome to Twilight Bowls. We're here at the Royal Oak Bowling Club in the fourth week of our 6-week league. But this isn't the old-fashioned game of bowls you think you know. These 8 teams are here to show you that the game is changing. It's fast, it's fun, and most importantly, it's entertaining. So let's see what we've got in store for tonight. Game 1, we have Kirsten Edwards and Emil McElroy versus David Clark and Logan Clark. Game 2, we have Morris Symes and Briar Atkinson versus Peter Sane and Rob Ashton. So let's hand over to Alex in commentary and see what we've got in store for tonight.
Cool, and thanks for that, Sally. It's going to be a good night at the Twilight Bowls League, and I'm joined here by Selena Godard as well. What do you think we can expect to see tonight?
I'm really looking forward to this matchup. I've just gone ahead and remembered that it is a bit of a grudge match from one of the earlier episodes. So yeah, great bowls. These guys have been on great form, so it'll be a good game.
Absolutely, and here we can see the brackets. So the winner of Kirsten and Amy and Dave and Logan, of course, are going to find their way in the major final where they'll play the winner of Morris and Briar and Peter and Rob. So really looking forward to this game. 5 ends, of course, Selena. So it's a shorter game than the most that you'd be used to.
That's right. I mean, normally in pairs, you'd play on average about 18 ends. So, 5 ends, it's quick and sharp. You don't really have much time to make mistakes. And so, I'm sure that the teams out there today will be wanting to put on a really good start.
I see Amy McElroy with her first bowl on the forehand. Goodness, they've been playing good bowls in this league.
I know. I saw them. Oh, here we go, coming in with the first one to show it off.
Not bad.
I was just about to say, when just before this kicked off, just watching them in their practice runs, the girls especially didn't see much of the men, but the girls were putting 6 very much within those circles there. So
Yeah.
a really good showing of the greens, the facilities as well, and the bowls that they're playing with.
This is a great start by the two leads. We were talking before we went live, Selena. We've had 6 nights so far of this Twilight Bowls League, and there's been 6 different winners. So that means there's only 2 teams that haven't won yet. It's Morris and Briar and Dave and Logan, both of whom are playing tonight. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see if there's a 7th team in 7 days that
Yeah.
comes out the winners today.
You'd like to think that all of them can get there. I mean, that would be pretty special if they can all get that number 1 position. But I think that our son and father duo here will be extra hungry, probably knowing that piece of information as well.
Yeah, and after the heartbreak of that first week, as we
Yeah,
spoke about, so Logan here, it's his 3rd year, 3rd full season of outdoor bowls. Was a keen cricketer before then, and he's not going too badly. That's pretty good.
that's brilliant. I mean, this is exceptional lead bowling. Honestly, if these skips will be pretty darn happy, I would say.
If they're not happy, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah. Yeah, so Kirsten here is trying to say, trail that jack, move it back. If Amy's bowl coming up here just gets inside of the wide white one, I mean, that's exactly where she needs to be.
Stalking after it. Not far away here. Needs it to get down. Oh, that was a great effort. Beautiful weight, wasn't it? Perfect speed.
Yeah, that's it. I think, the dream result if you're a skip is if your lead gets 2 on, 1 behind. And when your 2 are on, if you look at these bowls that we see that are on, they're basically there's 1 short bowl, and
Yeah.
that's the shot, which is, brilliant bowls that we've seen so
This is
far.
what we call a commentator's curse, Selena, as we see Logan pull up short there. I'd blame you entirely for that.
Yeah, no, I will. Yeah, I'll take the blame there.
Nice of you. On the crossover here. So you, Kirsten, what shot do you think we'll see her play here? What's the natural bowl?
I think that she'll try and attempt what Amy was looking to do with her last bowl, just to try play that nice weight, trail the jack, tuck it behind. Sometimes you don't want to play too big of weight and then leave your opposition more room. But yeah, with this weight that she's coming in here, it could be very
Close.
tidy.
Oh, what a shot. That was absolutely perfect, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
bang on.
Is it a similar rinse and repeat thing here for Dave? Is he just looking to reach through, do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think as well when you do see your opposition play the sort of shot that you want to play as well, it kind of helps with that. But yeah, just dragging on a wee bit further than he would like here, but it's still a good spot to finish in.
Yeah, as it means if he does move the jack, that bowl's counting now, isn't it? So it's not the end of the world. Umpire there indicating a two white. Kirsten staring it down. Oh, it was a good try. Dave Clark with his second effort.
He's stalking it. He's watching it for a long time. He must be
It's
close.
not far away. Oh, I reckon he took a coat of paint off the jack there.
Get to there then.
You can see where the bowl's finished on your screen, just past 6 o'clock on the screen. The added weight. Yeah, that was his correction, wasn't it? He played it with more oomph.
Yeah. And Amy's picked up on that as well, calling Kirsten to get back, play in between those bowls, because if Dave does get the shot, they could actually collect the big number here.
Good, bud.
That's a
Good
perfect
pass.
bowl, isn't it?
Yep.
Look where that's finished. That's right where the jack's going.
Those are the heartbreakers.
Good time lucky potentially here for Dave Clark on his forehand. Keeping his weight up. He's staring after this one like he thinks it's close. When are you turning? When are you turning? What a bowl. Can you imagine if he's still one down?
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of holding my breath a little bit here.
One there to the father-son combination. Isn't that a beautiful bowl?
That was a brilliant end, to be honest. All the bowls there.
All effective, really. We saw the one bowl you caused, the short bowl of Logan's,
Yeah.
but everything else was
I take responsibility for that.
lovely shots.
It has been really great seeing as the league games have been going on. The team's just getting a lot more settled, I think.
Here we get to see a replay of that bowl from Dave Clark. Look how perfect this is. Square through the white bowl. Goodness, he was nearly unlucky there. He could have hung around with the white one.
Yeah. I mean, the way that was sitting, you'd think, surely I got 2. I deserve 2 from that.
At least he got one.
Yeah.
It's disappointing when you play a good shot like that sometimes and you don't come up smelling like roses. You
Yeah.
drop a point and think, well, what have I done?
Yeah.
Quite omnipotent, maybe if I annoyed
Yeah.
to get this result. Now, if this is the first time you're tuning into the Twilight Bowls League, you might be thinking, Dave Clark has just played a skips bowl and now he's playing a leads bowl. That is correct, that's how this works. So the players get to play essentially 6 bowls in a row. They play the skips bowls and the leads bowls, and it's because we're just playing in one direction, so they stay sort of where they are. I quite like it. Selena, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I think that it actually provides a really good quality game because you are eliminating that element of different lengths in this way, and I think that for this format and just also providing a bit of a simple way to play the game, it's quite ideal for that as well.
This here, that's a lovely bowl from Dave Clark. Right in the, what colour is that? Blue, the blue bit of the circle. Call it blue. We're having a conversation about what to call the target that we've placed on the green. In curling, it's called the house.
Yeah,
So they talk about going into the house.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Not sure if I should. I mean, if I call it the house, is that just? Are we confusing everybody who's watching? Probably.
I know. Maybe we got to ask the curlers out there.
Yeah.
Would they be? Would they
Offended,
share?
yeah.
Yeah. Would they be offended, or would they be happy to share their name?
It'd be nice to have. We have a house.
Yeah.
Let's not have that conversation. There's Dave Clark. Just a little bit short, finishing at 12 o'clock on your screen.
You never know. It could be a tactical block with the way that the shot is sitting as well.
Kirsten Edwards here. on her forehand side. Or I think it's close. That's really good.
Yeah.
Unlucky that it's set against. How often does a bowl sit against the buyer? So
Yeah. I mean, either way, though, I think when you are leading, it's not always about getting the number one shot. It's actually just more about building the head. So the fact that Kirsten was able to nearly get the shot, but finished at that sort of jack, what we call jack level position, it gives Amy really good opportunities here to convert this head.
on the forehand. He's stalking after it. Oh, now he's walking away from his bowl. Logan Clark needs it to get past that one.
Hey, buddy. I'll play.
That's pretty good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those where you'll be happy but sad at the same time, only just because that target's gotten a little bit bigger.
Conversely, Amy will have been going, oh, you can stop right there, please.
Yep.
That's a nice place for your bowl to finish. Of course, Amy and Kirsten both compete. Nelson centre, very strong. Bowling centre. See the results come through from their
Good there
centre
again, buddy.
weekend, so it's just a who's who of bowlers, really.
It really is. Many bowl stars have come from Nelson.
You know, good history. They've got a strong history too, don't they? You've got like the Ali Forsyths and the Murray Watsons as well, who are legends of the game.
Yeah.
Came through Nelson. Couldn't say Nelson without also mentioning
Over the top of
Joe
that,
and
you
Val.
Yep.
Yeah, good home there, mate. Well done. Good.
Look at this grouping of the bowls. It's pretty good, really. You know, you could put a beach towel over 8 of them, 7 of them.
I think too, like everything is quite well covered, you know, like you don't see many sort of danger spots coming in. No team looks at jeopardy of potentially dropping a big number early, which in this format with 5 ends, if you do drop a big number, it is really hard to try and claw that back. So sticking to 1s, 2s, you know, you can survive.
Makes it quite an exciting game, doesn't it? We've seen sort of when you do get a number, it's just got a feeling to it because you go, goodness,
Fill your boots,
Yeah.
mate. Try and make
Yeah,
it
that's,
3. You got 2 now.
made a real difference to the game. If a team can pick up a 3 or a 4, that's
Absolutely.
you essentially feel like you're home and hosed. And if you drop a number on the last egg, you'd be absolutely gutted.
Yeah. But it happens, you know, as much as we don't want it to.
Work hard. Work hard.
Needs it to
Oh,
turn.
Hard luck,
Great
mate.
try.
Well done.
So, Amy, 2 down. What does she play here?
I mean, it's, yeah. You kind of, the weight that she played before, I would almost be like, just keep that weight, adjust your line.
Yeah. Past that front bowl. Don't chip yourself out, and it's happy days. And she's not far away here. If she gets past the front one, needs to get past the front one. Oh, that was well played. Half a
Did-
bowl, a quarter of a bowl narrow.
I know. There you go, I did call it. Tactical block. Does this get me back the wrong one that I called
Yeah,
in
okay.
the first
Yep.
end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clarks will thank you. It's VC. Ian push the bowls back. And he's going to get beaten down the other end. There's a random bowl that Kirsten's hoofed down a million miles an hour. It's quite an impressive one. Great stuff. And a very high quality game, this, after just 2 ends.
I know, it has been. I mean, normally at this point you can kind of be like, oh, you know, one team is just overcooking it or just pulling up a little bit short. But honestly, I couldn't split either of these teams right now.
Yeah, well, they've played 24 bowls, and I can think of maybe two that you would class as an actual miss.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's a couple of others that have been there or thereabouts.
Great
but
line here, mate.
it's a great standard to set in one of these 5-end
Get all the way.
games, and certainly bodes well for the rest of the night.
Absolutely.
This is week 4, so we've had 3 weeks of Twilight Bowls League already. The players have sort of, I feel they've really settled down now, gotten used to the rink here at Royal Oak Bowls. when's it going to stop? So it's entered the house and out of the house again.
Stay there, mate.
House works.
I like it.
Yeah. I think we'll claim it. Well, we'll have it with curling.
Yeah. Our cousins, our icy cousins, or whatever you want to call them, that didn't sound very good.
Yeah, gave it a show.
Always a good sport to
Hey,
watch during the
Logie.
Winter Olympics.
Absolutely.
Look at this here from Logan Clark.
Good ball, mate.
Bowl.
That's a shot.
And into his own bowl into the head. So we should explain, I suppose, Twilight Bowls League, we've got 8 different pairs combinations. Essentially showcase what a bowls tournament looks like in New Zealand, because we have such a huge range of people who play our sport. We've got Kirsten and Amy are both young mums and friends who've played at the top level and are still unbelievably good, but unavailable at the moment for some of the higher selection. And then we've got
Weight was
Dave
good last
and
time. Reach
Logan
into
here,
there.
father
Drop
and
in,
son.
good.
We've got some other combinations throughout the tournament. We'll see Briar Atkinson and Morris Symes later on tonight. We've got like a coach who's been playing bowls for 57 years and Briar, who hasn't
the
been
right club, buddy.
alive anywhere near as long as that. So a really cool mix of pairs teams for this Twilight Bowls
Lovely.
League.
Yeah, it is. And I think as well, like it goes to show the sport and how many different people it can resonate with. Like I know that looking at Amy here and Kirsten, they got into it quite young and they're still here, they're still playing, even though they have lived amazing and fulfilling lives since they begun as well.
Incredible,
and they're still doing
incredible careers. So we see Amy McElroy just somehow get underneath the jack there. It's been cool. It's been a really interesting league to sort of be involved with, and of course we're only halfway, so we've got 3 more weeks of the Twilight Bowls League, and just really enjoyable. But it is, I mean, if you go to a club gala or just any tournament that you're going to play,
Yep.
this is what it looks like. This
Oh,
is bowls.
Absolutely. Yep. And same if you don't, bowls historically has gone for, like I mentioned earlier, the traditional way of playing pairs is 18 ends, but you go to your club now and they do offer this 5-end format, which is just brilliant for when you don't have all the time after work or say on the weekends. You have that option there. If you just want to have a bit of a roll, bit of a fun, bring your mates along, in the summer, couldn't picture anything more.
Absolutely. It's a sport that's open to all. It's easy to start. It's very affordable. Most clubs have bowls that you can borrow for a bit, as we see Kirsten Edwards. Oh,
They'd be really wanting that, Jack.
I mean, it's pretty clear. You've got those white bowls at the back that you can see at 12 o'clock on your screen. Absolutely the danger. The warning bells will be ringing for the Clarks, won't
Yeah. Sure, we'll see a back bowl come in here.
Flip your
they?
one.
Lean it on. Very close here from David. Keep going, he says. Yeah, good shot. Be happy enough with that.
Yeah.
Oh, Kirsten's still got an opportunity here. Weight control that she possesses, it wouldn't be surprising if she was able just to move it a
I
few
feel like
feet back.
this is Kirsten's honey spot here. She skips quite often when she does play bowls, in her local region. So,
Look at this here.
oh no,
Where was the gap?
absolutely
What's the gap?
robbed.
I don't understand.
I might stay here, mate.
Oh,
You want to take the
The
risk?
way that was just turning towards the jack, especially from our angle here, that really
got third
deserved
shot,
jack.
mate?
I was getting ready to be excitable, but it somehow found. I don't even understand what happened there, team. Him's the breaks we see there, Logan, just checking who's got third shot. So Dave deciding if he wants to play to his right or to his left. I think to play to his right, which is the forehand side. So just go for cover here, do you think, Selena?
I think so. There is a shot, gosh, if Kirsten plays that same bowl again, they could collect a big number here. So you do want to try rest within those whites now. I mean, that's still good. It's now with that same weight that Kirsten had with her last bowl. You're only at jeopardy of potentially dropping a couple. But even here, I think that Kirsten will be quite happy to just try play that same shot. And even if you do just touch it a little bit, get a couple,
Yeah.
puts you right back in.
It's the sort of thing where if you've been unlucky to miss, why would you change what you're doing?
Yeah, that's right.
So she'll play
yeah.
the same bowl again, and then you just cross all your fingers and see what happens. Bit of Roger Miller on the music from Mark McLeod, Selena. Anyone who knows who Roger Miller is? Great tune. And just, I mean, if we look at the weight that she played that bowl with, it was the right weight. It's pushed it a smidgen wide, but a big end here you feel for the Clarks. They've just picked up a 3.
Yeah, 3 ends in a row now. This is where Amy and Kirsten will be knowing that, well, they do need to get a multiple somewhere now.
It seems bizarre to be sitting here looking at a scoreboard that says it's 6-0
Yes.
after the quality of the game from both
Yes,
teams.
yeah.
It's a fickle game. Only 5 ends as well. So if it was a normal game like your traditional game, Selena, where you play 18, your Kirsten and Amy, you'd be thinking, we're playing as well as the you know,
Yes.
both teams are playing as well as each other.
Yes.
If you wait long enough, it'll balance itself out.
That's right.
But instead they're going, well, it's the penultimate end. We've got
Yeah.
one end to go after this.
Yeah.
Something needs to happen. So essentially we're saying if Kirsten and Amy don't score on this end, literally they can't win the game.
Yeah, yeah. And I think too for Logan and Dave, they just want to get a good one. Just start covering everything. Yeah, I mean,
There you
yeah,
go.
there you go.
It's like the reverse of a commentator's curse.
It is. I mean, you just be happy with one here. You don't need to play for those big shots anymore. So not only is your tactics changing between, when you're trying to chase, if you're ahead, you just now accept ones are good.
Yeah.
Just try and cover, make sure we're not going to drop any more than that.
So this here, Dave Clark, is from a bowling family, playing on and off for the best part of 30 years, had a break to bring up his family, won the New Zealand Peers with Mike Galloway in about between 2000 and 2004, I reckon.
Should we
One of-
challenge him on that at the
One
end
of
of
the
the game?
years. If I had to take a stab in the dark, I reckon 2002.
Yeah.
On the New Zealand Peers with Mike Galloway. So been around the scene for a very long
Yeah.
time. Well respected bowler.
And playing at that high level as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's a beautiful bowl there.
Yeah.
Exactly what you'd be looking to do.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say, it now pretty much removes Dave's bowls out of the equation now in a way. And, the girls are looking to get a couple. 3 would be beautiful here for them.
Not far away. Not far away. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Staggeringly good.
And this is a situation as well. Like, you play bowls, you're rolling the rocks, but a bit of maths comes into this too. You've got 4 bowls left, so you need to get a 3 here. You want to try get a 2 here, so you need to make sure that this first bowl is behind the jack to just give you that opportunity to try and sit that bowl out.
She's not far away. She's not far away. Oh! I reckon if she hadn't got that first quick, it was perfect.
Yeah.
What a mighty effort that was. Great
No.
leading from these two.
Either way, that weight control's brilliant because they're still in this.
So 6-0. If Dave and Logan score, we move on to game 2.
Yeah, wow. This is brutal, isn't it?
Goodness, yeah, we've had 3 weeks of it, but 5 ends, it does just go in a flash. Logan Clark just putting the ball past. And we see here
There's the white bowl came
the new umpire for week 4, Pauline Seaton, is about to spray. Yes, he's just spraying that bowl because it did just get the tiniest jack. here. Always the same delivery, isn't it?
Yes.
She takes the deep breath in,
Yep.
deep breath out, releases the bowl.
Tell you what, it's working for her. This, yeah,
Great
she's
try.
It's
still
going
a
to be hard to
possibility
get all
here,
the way
though.
back there, mate. You draw here.
Were you in the Commonwealth Games team with Amy?
Yes,
Yes.
2014
Yes.
at Glasgow. Yep.
It must have been pretty special.
Oh, it really was. That was my debut for New Zealand, and I feel very, very privileged to have played with the team that I did when I came
Very
in.
good. Well done. Yep.
So, what do you do?
I mean, they're having a good look here. I'm wondering if there's something. Yeah.
You're just looking to give it a
Yeah.
hoof it up the middle and try and get something
Yeah.
square.
You can. You get you get under the side bowl. Just try and get the bowl onto the jack. Just something. Clear it out, and it gives you an opportunity with your last.
Needs to get anything square. That was perfect weight for the shot.
That's okay as it is.
Oh.
That much on your last. Make sure of the two.
Oh, what a brutal game.
Yeah. That half flop in the ditch. You know, if that bowl stayed on the rink, which it probably deserved to, just flopped the wrong way.
Here we go, team. Amy needs to get the shot here to continue this game.
Well done, mate. Very good.
They've got the backest bowl. Same plan again, Selena, just hitting something square.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like as jammy as it sounds, you do actually play for these angles. You can get a good result off that side bowl.
It's about just getting stuff square, right?
Yeah.
Then anything else can happen. Look at this. Pulling up to turn. It's not going to be. Unbelievable situation here. We're going to see shaking of the hands.
Yeah. Don't have to play.
So that score 8 now. It means that you can't score 6 points. There's no power play, so you can't win. So we're going to see a game won by the father and son combination of Logan Clark and David Clark. Congratulations to them. It was a strange game,
It
Selena.
was. I mean, you know, we talk about that first end and how first end, second end, potentially that third end, it was a wee bit looser. In that last end there were many, many good bowls. So the fact that that is the score that happened, you actually need to watch that game to see how it is quite unfortunate that happened.
Yeah, strange. Anyway, that's the breaks, that's bowls, isn't it? And if you're on your TV, don't go away too far because we're going to watch some highlights of that game and then we'll be back.
Does that mean you drink it?
So there we can see exactly what we're talking about, Selena, on the highlights. There's going to be a lot of effective bowls here from both teams. It just feels bizarre that white bowls, Amy and Kirsten, I don't really understand how they didn't score a point.
I know. I'm sure the girls will be coming away from this game thinking, what more could we have done?
Yeah. They didn't do anything wrong. They played good bowls.
Yeah.
I think both Dave and Logan, they all played well. I've got not much more to offer, really.
I know. No, they really did. They put on a really good display of, you know, good lead bowls, good skip bowls, opportunities to convert. Yeah, I mean, it was a great battle by all, really.
And I mean, we did speak about it at the top of the show, but for those viewers who've been watching for a while, week 1, first final, I think it was, Dave and Logan played Kirsten and Amy.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
they now need to finish the job. If
Yeah,
you're the Clark, you'll
it's
be
a
thinking,
1-1.
they got past the final, we Revengi for the final.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? Anyway, that's the highlights from that game, and here we are, game 2. We've got Peter Shane and Rob Ashton taking on Briar Atkinson and Morris Symes.
It's the wrong one.
We'll just see that you can see it on the screen. This is who's in game 2. Of course, the winner of this is going to play
You didn't give me the right balls.
David
Wax.
Logan,
Yeah.
David Logan in the final.
Final.
Do you think that there's an advantage to playing the game first or this middle game?
I've been thinking, I've been wondering over the 3 weeks that we've had. I think yes.
Yeah.
I think because you're warm going into the final,
Yeah,
right?
you're
Whereas
on
the
the
other
roll.
ones you're sort of sitting around for a while.
Yeah,
So I think, I would argue that yes, you do have an advantage.
yeah. Just keep it going, keep it rolling.
Slight one.
I-
Of course, it's been far too long. I couldn't actually tell you. It's probably a stat we should look at. It'd be interesting to look at and go, well, if you've played
How long have you
the
been
most
doing
recent game before the final,
Yeah,
you got an advantage.
yeah. Do you reckon you can pull out those stats?
Not off the top of my head. But I absolutely could.
We'll get them for next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next week will
Yeah.
do. That'll be fine. So, the game we've got coming up, we've got Peter Shane, Rob Ashley. They've won one of the nights.
Yep.
And then we've got Wire Atkinson and Morris Symes,
Yep.
who haven't won a Twilight Bowls League yet.
I wonder if we're going to see the two teams that haven't won come through in this.
Here we can see, so that's exactly what we're talking about. Wouldn't it be cool if Morris and Breyer, and I'm unbiased as a commentator, if Morris and Breyer made their way through to the major final, you'd have the two teams who haven't won a night yet
Yeah.
playing off.
Yeah.
And then we're guaranteed 7 winners and 7
Yes.
nights.
Yeah.
Anyway, the first bowl.
Let's see what happens.
Rob Ashton and Peter Shane almost need no introduction, but I'll introduce them anyway. They've been around the game, both of them over 30 years of bowls. I think Rob said he played 37 seasons and has 37 centre titles.
Wow.
I'll be happy with 2 or 3, so 37 will do.
And they played a lot together as well. Like they, I think they know each other's games extremely well. It's almost like they do still need to have that communication. What are we doing? Challenge each other as you normally do. But
Yeah.
part of it's also intuition after you've played with the same person for so long.
Absolutely. This here, Briar Atkinson. She's been, and I've mentioned it actually, because you're doing a fantastic job of staying awake, Selena. Both you and Briar have been almost on the other side of the world in Hong Kong for the last little while. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we've been at the Hong Kong International Classic. We got back at 10 a.m. this morning, and for those that don't know what the greens are like in Hong Kong, they were running at times as low as 8 seconds, and then to as fast as about 13 seconds. So a very big adjustment, coming from this carpet league where you'd say that this is running about 16, 17 seconds in a way. Yeah. So it will take a little bit of that muscle memory to come back, I'm sure, for Briar, but she's extremely talented. She'll find her way in. And look, if not, that's why Morris is here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's sort of hard to explain. Suffice it to say, I've seen a few photos from Hong Kong, and it's literal lawn.
Yes.
We don't have that in New Zealand anymore.
Yes.
So you've literally, it's like if we had a quarter acre section out the back,
Yes.
and you go, shall we play bowls here?
Yeah.
So quite different.
Very.
And you're both doing a fantastic job of staying awake with my money.
Oh, look, we're happy to be here.
Yeah, and happy to have you. See, so Rob Ashton's put 2 closest ones on this end. Peter Shane here on his backhand side. He had a very stylish, I haven't seen it since week 1, he had a very stylish white belt on. It went with the white piping, I thought, and the white shoes in week 1.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it since week 1. Not sure where I was going with that, to be fair, but
I think that you find as well with bowls, you do have your people who actually still wear dress pants when they play bowls. You've got people who will wear nothing but shorts, people who will wear nothing but track pants. And then as well as, we've got Briar here who's wearing a sport where some people think it's for tennis, but no, it's for bowls as well.
It's good. It's one of the things in bowls that's changed a lot, which I think is really cool. Is we're no longer a sport where you look out and it's just whites. In fact, most of the whites you see are for business, house and corporate events nowadays.
Yeah.
When you're actually playing bowls, it's just a cacophony of colour.
Yes.
You go to corporate too often, they're still dressed in their whites.
Yeah.
Peter Shane, his forehand. Got an interesting Morris Symes here, staring down his bowl. Another man who feels like he's been around bowls for forever and a day. A lot of success.
Yes.
Morris is interesting. He won the New Zealand pairs in the mid-80s and then won the New Zealand fours in Central Otago a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
right.
that incredible?
I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we just talk about it till the cows come home, but
Yeah.
we are really a game you can play for as long as you want. You can have big breaks if you feel like it.
Yep.
You can be old, you can be young in between.
Yeah. I feel like I get very jealous of those people who just have that natural gift, you know? Once you got it, you got it. It doesn't go away.
Yeah, I wish I knew what that was like.
I know. Yeah, I can't get away with that, unfortunately.
Oh, he played that with good weight, Morris, but we're going to see a number here. More on the first in. That's if you're Peter Shane and Ashton, it's a pretty good start, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it was just all of those bowls there that were just played was just only trying to draw. And I think a few of them just really struggled to find the centre line there. And often that's what you can see happen when you are trying to find the centre line. Obviously, if you were just off the mark there with weight, and as much as you would love to get a 4 by playing an amazing shot, quite often it just happens by, not really getting close enough, I guess.
It's interesting. If we talk a little bit of bowls theory. Yeah, okay, I'll go for it. So we watched Morris's last bowl. It was essentially a dead draw to cut it down. He played it with good weight and took a nice green. And although he dropped a 4, that's the right shot to play in that situation.
Yes, correct.
It would have been easy to think, I just need to hoof it up the middle with a million miles away.
Yes.
That was not the percentage shot. Even if it had come off, it's not the percentage shot. So he actually played a smart bowl, and he played it well, but it just didn't work. It's always, I think, an interesting conversation you have with bowls. You go, well, was it the right shot or the wrong shot, and why?
Yeah,
And that's essentially what we spend our entire bowling careers doing, right? We're always sort of, well, did I make the right decision?
Yeah. And that's just like, at the end of the day, you just got to trust your gut. And you get that though after having a few games under your belt, right? Like you'll figure out, when I'm in this situation, I've pulled off a draw to save the day more than a drive to save the day. So that's what I'm going to back myself on. But I also think, when it is that first end, first end probably more so, I would say in like that traditional format, if you can just let yourself settle into the game, it helps you in the long run.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're driving, if you're running from the very get-go, your opposition have drawn all their bowls, you're a little bit behind the mark on feeling it there.
This is great stuff here from Morris Symes, going on all his experience to put 2 bowls in the house.
Yeah.
In the house, and Peter Shane slightly short with both of his. Trying to make his correction, steering after it on the forehand side. It's got the potential to be pretty classy here from Peter Shane. Short of a gallop there.
And he had, again, really nice weight. I think there is a little thing going on there that if you do just get it outside of that line, it is just going to struggle to come back. But after dropping a 4 and holding a really pretty 2 like that, you'd be pretty happy.
So here we see Rob Ashton on his forehand. And it's not the smoothest delivery that you'll see, but it is this. To be fair, it's exactly the same every time, and it's very effective.
One of the most consistent deliveries you'll see from someone who delivers it like that.
It's the same every time,
Yes.
and it's going to sound weird, but it's smoothish. Like if you just watch his hands, so we get sometimes a camera angle where you don't see the bowl. If you watch Rob's hand, it's a smooth motion.
Yes.
It just happens to be,
A bit high.
you know, not real low to the ground.
Yeah.
And he's doing.
Steve Morris having a bit of a giggle there. he knows what it's like to, be playing on heavy greens, and then not only a week later, a couple days later, but the morning after, coming back to quick greens and getting that adjustment.
Yeah. Try there from
line's good,
Ashton.
mate.
Hear that from Morris. The line's good. How's your weight here, Briar? Get past the front stuff and it's perfection. Oh dear, it's got wrecked on that bowl. Do you look at hitting something? Or are you just over the draw?
Yeah, I do what Peter's what he's indicating there. They're sitting there waiting. Any of those up, even if you just cut it down to 1, you got 4 on the first end, nothing too crazy.
Willing it to turn back in. Doesn't look like it's going to do so.
Okay.
So, if you're Morris and Briar, you've dropped a 4 on the first end. You're holding 2 now. How important is this last bowl of Briar's?
This is huge. You get a 3, that's massive. All of a sudden you're 1 behind, you've got 3 ends to play.
Come on, mate.
Just
Willing
not
it on.
far.
How's your weight? Oh, might be short.
Mighty effort.
Just short of a gallop. So going to be 2 there to Morris and Briar. 2-4 after 2 ends of 5. Game 2, Lily. 7 for the Twilight Bowls lead. I got there. Luckily I can count 7. Interesting stuff. So they've had 2 ends worth now. How do you think Morris and Briar are feeling?
I mean, I think that Morris is looking happy. He's loving the song. He's bouncing his legs. I think, Briar's just like, find me a beer jack. Maybe this is what I need just to find my line, find my legs, settle in.
So on the back end, it's a sort of a shame for Briar in this situation. So the rules of this event, if you haven't noticed, is the jack is fixed. So it's placed in the middle of the house every time. It's a fixed neck, which usually makes life easier for bowlers. But I think Briar would probably kill to have the jack to deliver, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Because you can
yeah.
roll the jack and you sort of feel the weight.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's quite hard to explain because obviously the jack is a very different weight to a bowl, but just on the way that our greens run and how it's so smooth, there is that connection of weight between both. And when you are just trying to find your weight, sometimes it really does help having that jack and just getting that, what do they call it? Just that feel for what it could be, or even I sometimes do. When I go ahead and lead in pairs, quite often if I haven't quite found my weight, I'll just do what's my natural swing and just get the jack to my natural swing and then play the first bowl, and then you can at least reset and start again like that.
It is a simple sport, but it's a simple sport that's easy to learn, and it's a cliche, but goodness, it is hard to master, isn't it?
But that's also what gets you hooked, right? Is when you start, you're like, this is really hard, but then you play that one good one, and you just want to keep coming back to play it again.
So we see one of the looser ends we've seen tonight. To be fair, the standard has been very good. Ashton just talking after this bowl. That's a lovely correction, isn't it?
Yeah. Very nice.
As Peter and Morris make their way down to the other end.
Looking for a Morris special here.
He's having a incredible history in the sport. Another one from a bowler's family. His mum was a very good bowler. She was another Ensigns.
Ah.
So there's a few Ensigns in the history books. Pulling this one on.
Yeah, very good.
Can't believe we're already on N3 here of this game. More than halfway through.
It is quite fascinating, depending on who is playing that game. You find that people have different styles of deliveries. There's quick people on the mat, slower people on the mat, and I guess in a way, only in 5 ends you do actually feel that difference.
Absolutely. He's always had that look. He stares down his bowl, Morris Symes. Look at this. How classy was that? That's amazing. What a shot. Great to see a reasonable crowd down here tonight at Royal Oak Bowls. Every Tuesday and Wednesday night from 6:30 p.m. The bar's open, the food's fantastic, and the bowls are pretty good.
On the backhand
Come
with
down
the
and
food.
check it out.
Still got one left.
What are they looking at here, Selena?
Through there.
It's hard to understand that he actually wants to play that shot sometimes in the way that they communicate, but I'm quite sure that he's looking to just come through, rest that bowl through, roll it over.
It's not far away.
They do have a bit more of an aggressive play.
He's not far away. Oh. Swing and a miss. That wasn't far away at all. Beautiful way
You
to
might
look
have
where
his
his bowl
up. It's
finished.
safer to play this hand, just coming around them nicely.
I like that. The coachee telling the coach what hand to play.
I know you got one on that hand, but can you show me how to do it on the other one as well?
Please and thank you.
Looking good.
Far as well.
Well, it's sort of changed what Peter's doing a little bit, hasn't it, that bowl?
Yeah, in a way. I mean, you're looking at this head here, and they only have the one back bowl, so you can't afford to be too quick, otherwise you can drop a number if it does squirt against you.
Needs it to hold up. Good try.
Just a single here to Morrison Bryant.
Right, so we get to check out a replay of that bowl. Look at this on the forehand. Morris Symes, like threading a needle. God, what a shot. What a bowl that was.
Yeah. I love the confidence as well that he had when he played that. You know, if I'm looking at that, I'm seeing the bowls against me, thinking I'm just gonna roll them closer, but not for Morris.
Stuff we just see players figuring out who's just got what bowl. So now on N4, aren't we? Was it 3-4 on the scoreboard? Or was that the second end?
Yep, 3-4 should be what we had. We saw Morris and Bry get that 2 after dropping a 4 and collecting a 1 there.
It's a real close game here. Feels like for slightly different reasons. The first game we watched, the Clarks and then Amy and Kirsten, very effective bowls from all 4 players. And I blinked and suddenly the Clarks had won like 8-0 or something.
Yes.
This is a real close game and it's interesting for different reasons, isn't it?
Yes. I think it's that game in a way where it's just that one bowl that's kind of coming in. Saying that in the pace that Peter and Rob, you would say, have had the more as a team consistent bowls, more sort of around the house, if you want to put it that way. But Morris has been coming in and putting a few beauties in.
Though in the reverse commentator's curse, we've now got 3 bowls within the house.
Yeah.
So this is shaping up to be very tight.
Yes.
Is it too soon to talk about extra ends? Beautiful bowl there from Peter Shane. So Morris there, just see his arm moving. What does that mean? What's he asking for there?
Often it's, is it level? So is it what we call jack level? And often people just like to know that, to know if they can play that hand, if they can come in off that bowl. Because depending on if it is in front or behind of the jack, does depend on the line that you play or the weight that you want to play or what your intentions are.
Peter Shane playing on his forehand, which is to our left as we see it, holding one on the head, leading 4-3 on the scoreboard. He should be close here. Well, I've seen a video, Selena, where Briar wound up, the bowl bounced 17 times but murdered the jack right in the middle. Is this a time where she might, do you think we're going to see a wind up here?
Surely, yeah, surely.
It looks pretty inviting, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. When we were in, Hong Kong, Briar was leading, and when that would happen, when 2 bowls would sit on the jack like that, I would be calling her for a drive. She is pretty accurate.
Let's see if that's what's going to happen here. Big bowl here from Briar Atkinson. She's not going to be short. That I can guarantee you. Right up the middle. Right up the middle. Oh, the speed was good. She's got 2 more bowls. That's the beauty of playing it with your first one, isn't it?
I think she let it out too smooth. That was the difference with before and now.
This bowl on. That's just you're putting cover in, aren't you? You're happy with your 2 points, just putting bowls somewhere.
Yeah, I mean the jack can go forward, but the chances of that, especially in the way that this head is set up, is quite
Should we be
unlikely.
worried about where we're positioned in the commentary booth here? Very fast bowl.
Draw another one.
All 3 the score, penultimate end. Fia Morris, what are you asking Brian to do now? She said 2 goes, 2 misses.
Yeah, I would say back south, go again, make the adjustment. It's extremely hard to go in 2 drives like that to a draw, especially if you are struggling to find your way.
He's just asked for it again, so here we go. 3rd time lucky here from Briar Atkinson on the backhand.
On the drive again.
She's done it. And the jack gets respotted on the 2 metre mark.
Drive and charm.
Here you go. On the 2 metre mark. On
No,
the 2
no,
metre
no, no,
mark.
here.
Here we go. Pauline Seaton, it's her first night on the job, it's fine. What a shot that was from Briar Atkinson. It's in the target area.
Yeah, it's also quite ironic too that it is done with your last bowl, because then that puts a lot of pressure on Rob here to play to a different area in the green, and he's only got 1 shot at it. Far away at all.
Keep on coming. Yes.
Oh, what a bowl. What a shot. Great bowl there.
One.
Great to see a bit of the excitement in the players. Goodness. So 3-5 the score now as we enter the 5th end, the final end of this second, we call it preliminary game, section play game.
Yeah. So Briar and Morris get a 2 here, we go to a tie break.
Here we go. Just watch a replay of that last bowl. Look at this. He's under pressure. The jack's been respotted on the 2 metre mark. And watch the reaction here from Peter Shane. This very excited. Great stuff. So 5-3 the score. Lead by 2. I smell an extra end in the year.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I don't know how well the music is coming through on the broadcast, but this is one of my least favourite songs of all time. Like, I have a visceral, angry reaction to it.
What song is that?
This one.
Can't even say the name.
That's okay. I'll focus on the bowls and everything will be fine. Of course, one of the other cool things about the sport that seems to have come about in the last 10 or so years, Selena, is the music. You know, you go to centre events now or club competitions, Twilight Bowls, Business House, corporate, etc. Always a pretty good playlist going on in the background. I usually quite like it, but I mean this song not so good, but it is quite nice, isn't it?
And you will find that a lot of clubs as well often be like, oh, just, you know, give us your playlist. Just give me your phone, plug it in, you can choose the songs.
So Briar's first bowl, you can't quite see it on camera, but it's at 6 o'clock, so it's past the head, which is good.
One down, yeah. One right.
The jack's killed again, it's happy days on the 2 metre mark. Ashton's talking down after this bowl. Like a lot of bowlers, Peter and Rob both played more physical sports in their youth. They both won more players. When they started, you know, you get a couple of aches and pains and thinking, oh, I don't fancy this for for my weekends.
Yeah.
They took up bowls, their 30s.
Still coming.
Briar willing this bowl on. I think she's quite made it in for the shot there.
Just I think I saw it, yeah, see there. An indication that they could be one down.
Just make their way down the other end. Great also to have some the Mount Wellington Club have turned up splendid in their club apparel to
Yeah.
watch the bowls.
Brilliant.
Wonderful to have you guys here. Peter on the forehand. What are the chances? He's literally moved like 4 bowls there. Lovely delivery there from Morris Symes. It's been the same forever. Ball straight lines is what you talk about. And look at this result.
See what he's not. He knows the importance of this first bowl.
That's class. Great shot there from Morris Symes. You see, Peter Shane will look to just follow that one down.
This is massive as well. Peter will know that with Morris drawing it with his first, he knows the line, he knows the weight, so he's able to do it again.
Not far away. Oh,
Oh,
what's he done? Still 1 to white, do you think?
yes, I would say so.
He's chasing it down. That's the quickest Morris Symes has moved this week. He's got the weight right. Is it hanging around? It's in the house and it's out of the house. What a beautiful effort that was. Still feel that tiebreaker.
Me too. So even with him finishing there, you know, if he gets in touch with that jack now, it's likely that you know, he'll stick around for 2, which is what he needs.
Close here, Peter Shane. It's gone clean. Talk us through what's happening here, Selena.
Oh, honestly, if I was Morris, I'd be thinking, I've drawn a lot of nice ones down that hand. Look to touch the jack. Sit that last bowl. Definitely make sure you give it a bit of a chance in a way that you can get a result. Don't think too hard, just do.
He's just having a look. Seems like too many gaps to hit it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The only thing I can see to hit is the little front plant at the beginning. If you're wide or narrow,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yes.
Just talking it through with Bri here. So what's key, and this is the experience here of Morris, he's going to make sure that he understands exactly what shot he wants to play before he gets down to play. We'll find out what shot he's decided on shortly, I would imagine. As we see Morris make his way down the end, or we don't see Morris, we see the commentary team, which is brilliant news. Obviously, there's nothing better to watch. There we go. So, Morris Symes on the back end. It's a big moment here. Remember, 2 to draw, 3 to win. If he turns in time, he's very close. He could get both. Just holding. Great effort there, but not to be. So, congratulations to Peter Shane and Rob Ashton, who've won their way through the major final to be held later on tonight. What a great game that was.
It was. I mean, I think it's a little bit unfortunate that we saw Morris and Briar, did struggle to find that unitedness here there to really complement each other's, abilities. Obviously, Briar struggled with her weight there in a wee bit, and Morris did really well to keep them in there. But Peter and Rob were just very solid, a lot more consistent.
Yeah,
so.
it's going to be an interesting game a bit later on today in the major final. But in the meantime, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some highlights from that game. So again, we can see a mix, really, wasn't it? So the first game we saw a lot of really tight bowls.
Yes.
This game, there were some really good bowls, and some of the slightly loose ones. Maybe a reflection. We spoke about Briar having been in Hong Kong, and then turned up today in the morning.
Yes.
Maybe a reflection, a little bit of that sort of trying to transfer into.
Always going to be a very hard ask. So, I think Morris knew that he did need to step up there to, hold the fort, which is what I think he did really well. But ultimately, Peter and Rob, they turned up to play. They probably just had a couple more bowls, a bit more consistent, gave them a few more opportunities, and that's ultimately, where we do see this end result coming in.
That was an incredible result, wasn't it? We saw there, Briar Atkinson backed herself. She played, look at that. She played 3 drive shots in one end. She knew that it was a really good result. You back yourself, you go, I'll give it 3 goes.
Yeah, but then Rob's reply to that, right, was a huge moment in the game.
Here we see that last end where, again, Morris played a couple of good bowls. He wasn't that far off making the 2 for the extra end.
Yeah, that's right. And I think as well, kudos to Peter here, where he, he saw that Morris, and he knows Morris's ability. You would back him to draw a couple here, and so he played some huge bowls to stop that from happening.
No, ultimately, a really good game, I think, there, and I'm looking forward to seeing Peter and Rob through in the main final. Before we get to that, we've got a couple of things to get through. So viewers may notice no 3rd and 4th playoff from this week onwards. We're just going to have a crowd activation. So there's an opportunity if you come down to Royal Oak Bowls from 6:30 to win a prize. But before then, a bit earlier on today, you had a chat with Sally McKenzie, Selena. So I think we're going to go and have a look at that now, and then I'll chat to you about it.
Yep.
Hello and welcome back to Twilight Bowls. Now I'm here with a very special guest, Selena Godard, and she's going to talk a little bit more about herself for those of you who don't know bowls.
Hi, I'm Selena Godard. I have been a bowler for the last 15 years. I started way back when I was 14 through collegiate bowls, and I feel very privileged to have represented New Zealand in the sport and still have aspirations to keep doing that as well. So really happy to be here.
And thanks for being here. We really appreciate you giving up your time. I'd love you to talk more about how you got into bowls. You know, there are a lot of kids out there who'd like to know more about the sport.
Yeah, so, as I sort of mentioned before, back when I was in college, it was a collegiate sport. For all of those out there who play any sports, it was just one of those on offer that, I could have a bit of time off school to go and do. So I was like, yes, please. My parents played as well, so it was a little bit familiar. And, just kind of caught the bug real quick, made a lot of friends, had a lot of good times, and I've just kept kind of going from there.
And you've had an amazing journey in bowls. I just want to say everyone's so excited about you. I'd love to hear you more talk about Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, so I've just got back from Hong Kong this morning, and so I was playing in the Hong Kong International Classic, which is a singles event and a pairs event, and I was there with our Twilight Bowls League player, Atkinson. We had a great time over there. We finished in the top 6 in a really, really tough field in tricky conditions, so we were really chuffed with that result.
Thank you so much, Selena. Now, you guys will hear a lot more from her in commentary tonight, but I'm going to hand it back over to Alex now. Thanks.
That was great. That was a great little interview, Selena. Well done on 1.5 hours sleep. But what we're going to do now is we're going to cut to the crowd activation. I think we're calling it the Aero Bowl Off.
I'm looking forward to it.
Before I say anything that might be wrong, I'll throw to Sally now to explain a bit more about how this is going to work.
Hello and welcome back to Twilight Bowls. We're doing things a little differently, and we thought we'd give the audience a chance to be a part of the action and win something. So we've got an Aero Bowl Off tonight, and they're going in the draw, well not the draw, in the bowl, to win an Aero bag. So first up, we've got Barry. Woo! Barry's played out of both Rocky Nook Bowling Club. Oh. He's okay. Barry's tough, but he's done a great bowl. We've now got Peter from Royal Oak Bowling Club. He's confident.
Hang on.
Oh.
Still Barry.
Now we've got Hannah Dawson up next. Hannah Dawson can't make her mind up. She plays out of both Pakuranga Bowling Club and Howick Bowling Club. It's a fast one. The umpire's taking her time. She's not quite sure. Oh, and Hannah's taken it. We've got Gerard up next. He's from Carlton Cornwall Bowling Club. Is he going to take it off Hannah? Are you feeling confident, Gerard? He's taken the top spot. We've got Barry again.
Stay upright, Barry. Come on, up perpendicular. Come on, Barry.
Barry's feeling confident. He wants that bag.
Come on, Barry. We love you, mate.
A beautiful bowl from Barry.
Come on, Barry's bowl.
It's close. How are you feeling, Peter?
Well, that's quite close, that one, Gerald. So we'll see how we go.
Come on, Pete. In you go, mate.
Is his confidence going to pay off?
Pretty nice action, you'd have to say. It's got to come in. It's got to come in.
Turns out home court advantage doesn't always work. Oh, we're going to measure it.
Got to measure here.
Okay, Hannah.
Inside those two, Hannah. Come on.
I made it down the coast in 17 hours.
That's a nice smooth action. I'm picking this. Come on. Oh, that's short too.
Not quite there. We've got Gerard for the last bowl of the evening. Can Carlton Cornwall take it away? He's got the experience.
This is quite interesting because it just shows how good the bowlers are in the league itself. We've had some terrific games so far. This is looking good.
It's
good.
close. It's close. Umpire, who's got it?
Jared, by the looks of it.
Gerard is our winner for the evening. He takes home the Aero bag. Great job, Gerard. How are you feeling?
Ecstatic. It was a terrible bowl. Should have done better than that, but I'm glad it's there. The shot's the shot.
Thank you very much, Gerard. For anyone wanting to come along and try win a bag, we'll be doing this next week and we'll be doing this tomorrow as well. I'm going to pass it back to Alex in the commentary.
Thanks, Sally. Well, that was a roller coaster, wasn't it, Selena?
It really had it all, didn't it?
It did. I just wanted to quickly talk about Barry Kennard, who we saw play his two bowls. It's his 85th birthday today, and he's an absolute legend of both codes. He's profoundly deaf. He's won 4 Open New Zealand Indoor Bowls titles, including 2 New Zealand singles. So I was pleased to see him here today.
Yeah.
We had a conversation.
Yep.
And again, just an example of how much our sport is a game for everyone.
Absolutely.
You know, he's had a lot of success in both indoor and outdoor.
Yep.
Good to see him here.
Yeah, good on him. Happy birthday, Barry.
Congratulations to Gerard.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that bowls bag. Who wouldn't be?
Absolutely, and we would encourage anyone else every night for the next 3 weeks from 6:30 onwards. Come down to the Royal Oak Bowling Club and they pick 5 names out of a hat, or 4 names out of a hat because there are only 4 people. You can have the opportunity to win an Aero bag by drawing the closest to the middle of the house, the jack.
Very good. Always keen for those bowlers who always have more than one set of bowls as well, you know. You can't go amiss with another bag.
Absolutely.
Or it's coming to Christmas, you can always gift it to somebody who would like one.
Yes, and on that note, you may have noticed we've got bowls bags, and there's also this, wherever it is, there's a logo that we've got now. Although I'm being queued for the final, so we'll talk about that. So we've got Dave Clark and Logan Clark taking on Peter Shane and Rob Ashton in the grand final. Sorry. Whew. The grand final very shortly, which should be pretty good. But what I was saying is it's coming up to Christmas. There's a Christmas sale on at the moment on the Bowls New Zealand online shop. So just Google Bowls New Zealand, go on to the Bowls New Zealand website, and you can check out the online shop there. There's some really good deals.
Brilliant.
We've got chalk, bowls, cloths, bowls, bags, bowls, everything you could possibly think of.
Probably bowls in any colour you want as well.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Nice.
What is it, Henry Ford's any colour as long as it's black. So for us, it's any colour as long as it's one of the 4 that we offer.
Well done.
All right, cracking into the grand final now. What is your prediction?
That's a good question. That's actually a good question. For the sake of it being 7 winners and 7 nights, I want to see the Clarks win.
Yeah.
Because how cool. We've picked, there's 8 pairs combinations playing. How great would it be if we had 7 weeks and 7 different ones?
Yeah, that's right. I think too as well, if the Clarks do get this going back to Morris and Breyer, when they do come back on, they'll have even more fire in their belly to, get over the line. we were also talking about, do we think that there's an advantage playing that second
Good,
game
mate.
rather than that first game?
All good
so
there.
we'll have to see. Maybe we can start. We can see if there is a little
keeping
bit of
track.
Yeah.
So the last game, the team that should be the warmest, the Peter Shane and Rob Ashton,
Yes.
by our theory. So we'll see how it starts off. It was interesting in the first game. They do a
Yep. Make sure,
coin
mate.
toss.
Take the chance.
The
Get that,
Clarks
Jack.
gave the match away because they wanted the last bowl. That's another whole other conversation that we can
Yes.
have.
Yes.
What's your go-to?
I mean, at the beginning of a game, I would normally give it away just to have that last bowl where you can get opportunities. If you are holding a shot, hopefully you've got an opportunity there to add another, or if you're down, obviously try and convert that. But then sometimes you're playing a tie break and you are playing in a format where you can move the mat, move the jack as well. You might find that your opposition or you prefer a certain length. So sometimes it is more of an advantage to go with taking the mat here.
We see on this first end, the warmest team has started off the coldest, and Logan Clark has put two closest bowls in. Peter Shane with a bit of work to do. Goodness, I mean the Clarks, they did play well in that first game.
Oh, they did. Yeah. I think too, there is always that conversation around how, if you are playing against bowls that are quite tight and, it is a really good that kind of game going on, you do tend to keep that as you advance in any tournament that you do. So potentially with them having a really, really tight game against Amy and Kirsten, even though the scoreline didn't reflect that, bowls did, that's the standard that they have in their head for this game.
See Peter Shane on his forehand side. Of course, if you have been watching, if this is your first time tuning in to the Twilight Bowls League, it's been going for 3 weeks, so there's 3 more weeks of bowls for you to watch. But if you've tuned in and thought, goodness, outdoor bowls, lawn bowls looks like a game that I'd like to play, it's a very easy one to start up. We've got over 460 clubs spread around New Zealand. Just Google Bowls New Zealand.
Weight's good.
We have a website, and on the website, every club has a page.
Last one's counting.
Those pages will tell you what facilities are available, how to contact them, and how you can play. And of course, we call it the Twilight Bowls League for a reason, because most clubs in New Zealand run Twilight Bowls League. So.
Yes, yeah. And and going back to that, the Twilight Bowls is really there to help serve those who don't have all weekend to play bowls. They might have a little bit of time, after work, or a little bit of time on the weekend. It'll take.
I still play there. You can
one
sit
game.
him through, or Jack's good.
Very confident call there. 20-minute game, easy as that. So we'll see if Dave can show us how it's done. Try and convert this end here. He does have a huge opportunity.
He's stalking it. I think he thinks it's good. So it's clearing the front. Oh, it hasn't cleared the front. Also happy to report that Dave won National Pairs on the 7th of January 2001, and I could say that's off the top of my head, but I got it from Julie Clark, who's described herself as Logan's mum.
I love the precision to the what day it was as well. But honestly, when you do win a national title, it does hold a special place in your heart, and those that support you as well.
You see 2 there on the first end. 2 there scored on the first end.
So 2 at the first end.
So Peter and Rob, 4 ends to go in this grand final for night, whatever it is, 7 of the Twilight Bowls League. And the warmest team has scored 2 points.
Yeah. I think there was just a lot of shift momentum there from the skips level, because,
We're just going to see a couple of highlights from that game. You can see Peter Shane on the forehand. That's a very good bowl. And then Peter's second bowl. It's just a little, what do you call it, a cannon? he hit that bowl up and made it 2 points. So 2 good bowls there from Peter Shane on this first end. And as part of the format, he now gets to play 3 more. knows every word to the song. You can see him to your left. He's our bowl scoop operator, bulldozer operator.
Bulldozer.
What a name. And our thanks, of course, go to the Cambridge Bowling Club, who've recently celebrated their 125th anniversary for the loaning of the bulldozer to us for the duration of this event. If your club has had a look and is thinking, we'd like one of these bulldozers, I think you contact the Cambridge Bowling Club and they'll put you onto someone. Peter Shane here on the forehand.
That's the green, mate. Great shot.
Yeah, great correction there from Peter. I mean, as a lead, that's what you want. Well, as a skip, that's what you want your lead to do, right? One on, one behind. Doesn't matter really what one comes first.
Yep. Needs it just to run out.
A bit dangerous now. Yeah, draw to there, mate. You just draw into the red.
So what's this conversation about?
I mean, it must be because the way that his bowls are tracking, that last bowl from Dave there will be in his line. So clearly Rob backs his teammate, you know. You just drew a couple nice ones there. I'm sure you can do on the other hand as well. Show me how it's done.
It's not far away here, Peter Shane. Look at this.
Well done, Peter.
What a bowl. That's absolutely beautiful to watch.
He's on form tonight.
We have our umpire, Pauline Seaton, an international technical official, of which New Zealand is blessed with quite a few, which means if you're an international technical official, you can go and officiate in overseas events like the Commonwealth Games and the World Bowls Championships. I was commentating the Stoke Women's Pairs a few weeks ago, and Margaret Eames was there, and the technical officials all have these Bowls New Zealand backpacks. They've got their initials on the backpack, so Pauline Seaton's piece. And I saw a bag with ME on it, and I was like, why did someone put me? Why did someone put me on their bags? But it turns out it's just the initials.
Yeah. It's quite a special group as well. You know, you do see them at those international events all come together, and you know, coming from a player who is in a playing in a different country, when you do see your fellow Kiwis there in any capacity, you know, it's great to have great to have your wee community there, and they love it too. You know, you can truly see the passion coming from what they do.
Yeah, ably led, the New Zealand umpires committee by Michael Johnson, who's followed in his grandfather's footsteps. Keith Johnson was the president of their association as well, so a nice little family touch there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Good head here, Peter Shane and Rob Ashton building. What do you do if you're Logan Clark?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I draw, I guess. Yeah.
So just on the draw with your first bowl, if you finish, sort of make a target bigger, it's good, isn't it?
That's right. Yep. And you know, they showed in that first game that they're more than capable of drawing them well within that blue circle. So all to play for.
If it sits down, that's perfect. He can hit that bowl now. Hit the white bowl, the two black bowls disappear to Kingdom Come, and you sit with one shot. He says with confidence. It's interesting. In theory, it should be on, and if it does get jack movement, the jack gets respotted on the 2 metre mark. You've got one on the 2 metre.
Yeah.
So is there harm? Is there a harm hitting that front white bowl of Logan?
Is there that chance of? No, not really, because it looks like they've also got the fourth shot
Yep,
too.
hit
So,
your ball, mate. Any weight you like.
yeah,
I
there we go.
reckon both things are going without any jack movement here. Watch me be wrong. Here we go. Logan Clark. He's chasing after it. Is he close? Is he close?
Go.
Oh, that'll do. He's killed the jack, played him with weight in the right area, and I said nothing would move. The lob's moved.
So he didn't need to hit his bowl. In the end, he hit that one bowl target.
It's 8-1, Pete. Hey, one. One down.
Just tell me what the situation is. Logan's got a bowl to come, of course, and the room to add a second shot.
That's right. It is quite important when this does happen to
Went
know
out,
if
Peter.
it is one or two.
The touch went out over
Especially
here.
when the second shot is quite a bit of a distance away from the number one shot. Because in these situations, you can be like, all right, you know, one down's fine, but two down, and they've got last bowl, you could potentially drop a 3. So
if you're Shane and Ashley, 2 down would hurt. If you dropped the 2 here, it would hurt a little bit, wouldn't it? Because they had such a good hit. 2 down's looking possible. I'm overplaying that bowl. You can see it's just going to stay up on the. No, it didn't even stay on the green.
Got one, that's second. Only needs a roll, so you might as well play there, mate. Look for that. Tip that up to here.
It's a smart call from Dave Clark, isn't it?
Yep.
Essentially ensuring that even if you miss, you've still got a chance of making a second shot count.
High percentage shot.
Beautiful.
Balls, bud. 2 good balls. Well played.
Beautiful.
2 pick.
So to the ear to the Clarks, 2 apiece after 2 ends, 2-2-2.
Yep.
In this grand final for night 7 of the
That
Twilight
ties it up
Bowls
after a couple of
League.
ends, 2 all.
Exciting times. That end turned around so fast,
It
didn't
did.
it? I can see there a few bowls have been knocked off the head, so they just need a Shane helping Ben out there. Now let's re-watch that drive. Watch it very carefully here, team. So he's asked to hit the front wide. Good result, I would say.
Yeah.
You're never going to you don't complain about that.
No.
It was a good result.
Sometimes in those situations, you just go ahead and put your hand up.
That bowl,
Yeah.
that was classy.
Yes.
The second one, so it's one thing to get a good result in the simple one, but it's another to make the
Yes.
rub salt
Back
in
it
the wound
up.
and make it count for
Yep.
the second bowl. So 2 apiece here as we begin in 3, the final for the Twilight Bowls League. Logan, first bowl. That's a good start, isn't it?
Very good.
Now listen, who is stepping out? I'm gonna turn around. Gonna turn around once and turn the evil run.
Of course, it feels like Christmas is just around the corner, Selena, so to be fair, you're probably too late, but a lot of bowling clubs do a wonderful job of hosting Christmas events for either families, friends, or corporate situations.
They do. I think as well, it is quite popular among businesses to, go to a bowling club for their work do, just because it is an activity. It is an activity that anyone can play. Again, you can choose the amount of time that you want to be there for, and as well as the facilities. So, you've got the activity there, but say if it's a wet and rainy day and you actually just need a clubhouse and a bit of a space, somewhere that provides some juices, you'll find that at a bowling club as well.
Very welcoming places, bowling clubs. You see, probably it's a really classy bowl there from Ashton. Sitting in for 1. We did see the Hero bowl off a bit earlier on. Congratulations to Gerard for winning that one. Now we're going to be doing that every night from now until the end of the Twilight Bowls League. So we've got 5 more.
On here, that's for sure.
Yeah, 5 more chances. I was just counting to make sure I can get to 5. 5 more chances. If you're in the Auckland region, pop down to the Royal Oak Bowls Club. We start at 6:30, and the bowl off is played after Aim 2. Four people randomly selected to participate. Have a go. Might come home with the bowls back. And as you said, perfect timing with Christmas just around the corner. So on the crossover, looking like Peter and Rob are holding one to that leg bowl that sits to the side of the jack.
I'd say so, yeah.
And Dave's going to start off on his backhand here.
I'd say he'd just be looking to trail the jack here with his first. Really
There's the
shift.
front one, he's got it. He must have this. Beautiful bowl.
One down to the last ball. Draw right up to it, mate. On, Peter. Bring it.
Look at that, what a great bowl.
Perfection.
When you hold them in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright.
And just the way that he trailed that jack as well. The jack is hidden from our skip's end, so when they look down that rink, they can't see the jack, and that just makes it a little bit harder to try and convert this.
Yeah. Look at this here. Oh, close. Peter Shane.
Yeah, we got first and third. Their
That
ball's
bit
that
of
far
genius.
off. Yeah.
What's he going to do now, Selena?
I think Rob's just indicated there. I'm pretty sure he's saying draw, draw in. And if you're Peter, you do want to draw another one in, but you definitely don't want to be wide.
How's it going?
Mighty effort.
Good
Good
bowl,
effort, mate.
lovely bowl.
2/3.
David Clark steering after this bowl. He's close here. He's close here. How's your weight, Dave? What a bowl, what a
One down
shot.
to the last one,
This has
mate.
been unbelievable quality
Got the back
here.
one.
Yeah.
We draw right up to it, round the
We're just
front
going
black.
bowl for bowl at the moment.
Great game. Deserving of a final here at the Twilight Bowls League.
Really is. And Peter's got a massive chance here to get a 3.
Needs it to hold. Oh, he had
Good try,
perfect
mate.
weight
Good
here.
try.
But not to be, so 1 to the father and son combination. Dave and Logan Clark. They lead 3-2 now after 3 ends.
Just a single
As
there.
we pass the halfway mark of this final.
Logan.
Let's check out a replay. On the backhand here, look at this. David Clark. Great shot. What a bowl. Beautiful.
Yeah, just pure precision there. And again, going back to the fact that he couldn't really see that jack as well.
Yeah. Just classy stuff. David Clark. It's interesting this format, right? Because he can play 6 bowls in a row. The last bowl he played was perfect.
Yes.
It must be nice to go, right, I've just played a perfect draw shot. Now I get to do it again.
Yes, yeah. Bowls is
far behind.
definitely that sport where you can just get into that rhythm, you can get into that feel. There's nothing better in a game when it does happen, and then you can just go back to back to back.
So Peter on the forehand. It's been interesting tonight. No team seems to have favoured a side of the rink. That's usually a good sign for the rink, isn't it?
Yes, it is. No, you're spot on there. I think it's just been personal preference, not because of the rink itself.
David Clark steering down this bowl. He's on fire tonight. Look at that, great shot.
One down to that, mate. Jack level.
You're a keen studier of bowls, deliveries, or whatever, David Clark, there's something very interesting. It was in vogue in the early noughties, late 90s, with a lot of the Australian players. Twist his hand on the backswing, and the logic always used to be, as we see Peter Shane miss by a millimetre, and if you're walking and you swing your arms where you're walking,
Yes.
your hand doesn't go straight back, it turns a bit on the backswing when you swing your arms. They said, well, why wouldn't you do that when you play bowls?
Okay.
And I think there's some merit to it. I mean, it works well for Dave.
Yeah.
As you wait here,
What a mighty effort.
look at this. We've got 5 bowls inside the, 4 bowls inside the circles and one
So
just
one
outside.
down, shot level to the shot.
Not bad leading from these two.
So, game on, really.
Yeah, close again, mate. That white's a bonus.
Look at this here.
Oh.
Look at this here from Peter Shane. Needs it to hold. It didn't hold. Beautiful weight. You can see there the speed's exactly the same as the first two. Fantastic effort.
It's an interesting one for the Clarks too because it's sitting pretty for Rob to now try and play that shot. And we know that that's something that he's really good at. So although they're holding, Clarks are holding line, so it's almost like you want to play a shot that is still moving it, is changing the situation.
Yeah. A proactive bowl. As we see here, Logan Clark, it's his 3rd year of bowls. His dad made him play actually with super grips, I think, or classic 2s for the first season, so he learned how to take green.
Yep.
And if you are starting the game and you're thinking about it, taking it seriously, that's not the silliest idea. The first season or two, just play with a set of bowls that the club has or an older set, one of the ones that turns a bit.
Yep.
It's a good it's a good default to start off with, isn't it?
It is. I need to say I did the exact same thing as well. I'm pretty sure I played with classic 2s. And I just thought, my goodness, when can I deserve to get a coloured set of bowls? Those are back when they were black. Very, very wide, very hard to control, but it pays off.
My first set of bowls was a set of size 1 super grips.
Yeah.
The crown on it. Wasn't very good with them. They're still somewhere in the garage, I think. There's the weight here. Interesting. So he's in the circles, but he hasn't really changed the head.
I think you should play backhand.
Just playing a wee bit tentative there,
Rest this
I'd
ball
say.
here, mate. Just I don't like it, mate. I'm telling you, you're going to push that ball in. That ball in, that foot short.
What's happening here, Selena?
That is that much short. All right, you play here, reach that ball here, mate. Touch the kitty.
I think he's
Yeah, Rob was a bit hesitant there on what Peter was calling, but I think, Peter said it with such confidence that he's convinced Rob to play the shot.
Rob Ashton on the backhand. He's not far away.
Yes.
Not far away. Oh. What a great effort that was.
You can't play backhand like me, eh?
Well, he had it all the way. Right, Logan Clark now on the forehand. So if you know Rob's going to play that bowl on the backhand side to move the jack back to the 2 blacks, what's the logic here for Logan? Is he just trying to sneak past? Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it?
That is good, but there's also, I could actually almost have seen that jack being back cut as well, to go the other way. So it's one like, you can't cover it all, so choose one and, hope you've chosen the right one. Yeah.
On the backhand again, Rob Ashton here. He can't be far away. He cannot be far away, surely. Surely. Isn't it incredible how in bowls you can just find gaps?
I know, yeah.
One there to Dave and Logan, so the score 4-2, or is it 3-2? 3-2. Well, I feel it 4-2. Goodness. I'm getting easily confused tonight. 4-2 the score on this, the final end of the final.
Could
Do
be
we-
a tie break as
do
well.
we smell a tie break?
Yeah. I always think that when it's within a couple shots, that's the more likely chance rather than when it's just one.
It's two's an achievable number, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
And that last head there, if you think about it, a 2 was possible for any of those teams.
absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to predict. I think we as a commentary team are going to predict the tie break here.
Yeah. Surely we'll be right for once this time.
Yeah. It's incredible. Bowls commentary gives you the opportunity to be wrong about so many things about bowls. Every now and then I get a call right and it's a good day. Rob Ashton here on the forehand. Just about enough. Dave and Logan will be thinking to themselves, 6 other pairs teams have won a Twilight Bowls League. Why can't we have a go?
Yeah. Just hold on to this. He's doing the right thing here, Logan. Just, getting them behind but close enough as well.
Rob Ashton steering down this bowl. Interesting. Depending on if this is a good bowl here, David and Logan will be feeling okay about it because there's no back bowls yet for Peter and Rob.
Line's good, all on the week. Go on, boy. Come on, Load. Come on, Load.
I think Dave scared the
Well
bowl
done.
away.
Sitting in for shot though, so,
First time in heavy with thrills.
gotta be happy. Yeah. Leave it to the skips then.
Yeah. Well, there's a bowl by the 2 metre mark.
Yeah.
So Peter has a decision to make here, doesn't he? You can either try and score your 2 points in the circle, or you're scoring your 2 points a bit further back on the ring.
Yeah, that's right. I think a lot will depend on where this bowl here finishes.
Probably got a better chance of turning that one over. All right.
So it's a big moment here for Peter Shane.
You listen to that, eh, Rob?
We get back
Look
to
at
the
this.
bowl.
He's done enough. That's brilliant.
That is.
So he's managed to roll one of the white bowls away. I thought he was enough for one thing, but Pauline Seaton, the umpire, indicating it was still one white.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's right.
Not what it looks like from the commentary position, I must admit.
Maybe she's predicting the future.
Oh, you just predicted this bowl. Yeah. Decisions. Peter Shane's looking at playing the backhand, which is to the left as we see it on the screen. On the short black bowler just around it.
That's better there. We've probably still got second shot there. You sit that white ball. Probably only one down. That last
Keeping
ball.
in mind they do need 2.
One down. Yeah, it's right there, mate.
So Rob just asking him to play that backhand side. One bowl to come after this for Peter Shane. They do need 2, as he said, to force that extra end. That's all they'll be thinking, won't it?
Yeah,
How do we
absolutely.
get an extra end happening here?
plays this right, he could have a chance of 3.
He's close here. Peter Shane's got a beautiful backhand. Anything square is good. Oh, that's unlucky. Has he rolled
Which is their closest, Logan?
Good enough for second, third.
Possibly.
Happy if I go back there?
Fascinating stuff here.
Just sit that, mate. Only the one down.
A real chance
the
here
shot.
for the two, Selena.
Absolutely.
That's the shot there. If you sit there, push it through.
Sit the shot, push it through. It's all on.
So this to the side. This to the side. Here we go next trend, or whether the father and son combination of Dave and Logan Clark, a crowned 7th different winner in 7 events. I think he's wide. He might not be wide, he might be perfect. He might be perfect.
Cheers, Rob. Thanks,
He's not wide.
Thanks, mate.
So congratulations there. We've seen our 7th winner, 7th running Selena, Dave and Logan Clark. Congratulations. What are your thoughts on that game?
I mean, it actually did end up becoming quite tit-tat, to be fair. I think that we saw in the beginning Peter and Rob were a wee bit loose, but they switched on really, really quick. And then Logan and Dave just continued their really good form from the first game as well, which, you know, that consistency gave them opportunities and they took advantage of that.
Yeah, great stuff. And don't go too far, because we have the opportunity shortly to hear from both teams. We're going to interview both Peter and Rob and Dave and Logan about how they're feeling about the night. I would remind viewers, if you are in the Auckland region, Royal Oak Bowls is where it's at. We start at 6:30. There's a fantastic food menu, a good drinks menu. There's bowls. You can come down and take part in the Aero Bowl Off. Why would you not want to be here,
I
Selena?
know, and you can just watch this live, see the players live. You can see a little bit more about those personalities as well.
Yeah, and without the don't have to listen to our commentary.
Yes.
Anyway, that's enough from us. What we're going to do now is throw to Sally, and we'll get to hear from the winners.
Wow, what a game. I'm here with our winners, David and Logan, and I just want to ask, how are you feeling after that game?
Yeah, we got the monkey off the back. We've got a win behind us now, and we're back tomorrow night, which is good. So a bit of encouragement to have a good week.
Yeah, and you're feeling confident about it?
Yeah, I think after a few weeks on the rink, starting to get a bit more confident in terms of the speed and line, but each night seems to be a little bit different, so yeah.
And you guys have done such a great job. I think everyone at home really wants to know is, who are you guys? What do you do? Where are you from?
Live in Botany, Manurewa Cosmopolitan Bowling Club. So joined there about 6 years ago and having a great time. The Cosy Club environment's awesome, and the bowling club's just one big part of all the different sports there. We're loving it. It's really good.
And are you out there as well, Logan?
Yep, I'm in Manurewa as well. Been in South Auckland pretty much my whole sporting life, so it's good to stay out there. Good bunch of guys, so it's good.
Yeah, shout out to Manurewa Cosy Club. I just want to know, how did you guys get into bowls?
Grandparents initially used to go down and help Granddad water the greens and put the big heavy roller on years ago, which we don't see any more of now. Dad, obviously, life member at Papatoe, and started when I was 14 and played rugby till I was 21, and then gave the rugby away and just kept going with the bowls. It's been great.
And I have to guess, you're following someone's footsteps?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've been pretty much growing up around bowling clubs by the sounds of it. So from as long as I can remember, I was running around the green causing trouble. So started playing full time about 2 or 3 years ago. So it's been good.
And how does it feel playing with your dad and playing with your son, you know? Don't hate each other yet?
No, we're having a good time. It's good that Logan's playing full time now, and hopefully he can go places, you know. Being in events like this gives him a bit of exposure, and I'm just loving being involved in the Manurewa environment and what Bowls New Zealand have been doing over the last few years. The Bowls 3-5 was a success. This is a follow-on, and I'm sure whatever comes next will be great.
And how do you feel playing with your dad? You know, what makes him such a great partner?
No, it's been awesome. I've learnt heaps in my last couple of years, and a couple of other guys, his mates that he's played with for years, have taught me heaps in my couple of years so far, so it's been awesome.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm sure everyone really appreciated hearing that. We're now going to hear from our runner-ups tonight. Peter, Rob, you've done a good job. How are you feeling?
Oh, it could have gone either way, but they played a little better than we did, and congratulations to them.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Rob?
A bit gutted. I mean, it's a bit difficult to play, but we had our chances and we just let it go. It's as simple as that.
You have had a win before, though, so you are feeling still confident from that?
Oh, absolutely. Once you win one, you feel on top of the world.
Of course. So the audience would like to know, what do you guys do? Where are you from? How did you get into bowls?
I played Crown Green Bowls in the UK, and then when I came over, it took me 2 years to pick up a bowl, and I've been playing 37 years now, and basically it's been every weekend since then. If it's not in New Zealand, it's in Australia. So yeah, no, it's a great game to play, and if there's anybody out there that thinks they can do it, then just go down to the local bowling club and get into it.
And Peter?
Yes, I played the soccer in younger days. Started bowls when I was 38 and been playing ever since then. Let's put it this way, I'm not going to tell you how long I've been playing because you'll know how old I am. However, now it's a fabulous thing from Bowls of New Zealand that they put this on, and I hope they keep it going. And anyone, like Rob said, that is keen to play the bowls, just go and join your club and get out there, put your heart into it.
That's so lovely to hear. Did you hear that? Go along to your local bowling club and anyone can be a part of this fun. The last question I want to ask is, what makes your partner so great? What makes you guys work so well as a team?
We've known each other for a number of years. We got together probably about 8 or 10 years ago now, and we've been together since. We get on pretty well on the green. We're a bit two of us are hard cases to get on with, but you've got to have that in the game. If you've not got that, then you've not got the will to win, and that's what we've got, the pair of us, the will to win.
That's so lovely to hear. So you've managed to put up with each other for all these years?
Absolutely. No, Rob and I have been good mates, so we room together when we go away, we eat together. We're good mates, and I hope it lasts a long time.
Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in. Back to you in commentary, Alex.
Thanks, Sally. What wonderful interviews they were.
It was,
Selena.
it really was. It's really nice to hear, their backgrounds and their stories. And, I think Peter and Rob have really summarised that really well, and having great attitudes after that really close game. It still looks like they're hungry for more.
Yeah, exactly. It's wonderful to see, really. And of course, this is just night one of 2 nights.
That's right.
So we've got a second night of the Twilight Bowls League next week. Let's check out who we're going to see. So tomorrow, which is Wednesday, we've got the Nathans taking on tonight's winners. And then we see the Cook Islanders, Teo and Taiki, taking on Terry Blackburn and Jenny Stockford. They should be 2 good games, shouldn't they, Selena?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it will be interesting to see if the Clarks can, back up their win as well. It would be quite cool to see someone go back to back there. But we also see some new combinations coming in as well that we didn't see tonight.
Yeah, for me, it's really interesting that there's 7. We've had 7 nights and 7 winners. Morris and Breyer aren't playing tomorrow, but if you're a betting person, all I'm saying is that there seems to be
bit of a trend going on.
There's a trend, right?
Yep, there is. No, very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, interesting stuff. So we are going to be back next week. If you are in the Auckland region, please come down to Royal Oak Bowls. We start at 6:30. There's food, there's drink, there's great bowls. There's an opportunity to win an Aero Bowls bag. What more could you want? But for now, that's us. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the highlights from tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.